Hi, I'm Jack, and welcome to 100 Quid Adventures, the series where we go travelling on a budget of £100. This weekend we're in Poland. We flew out of Bristol Airport on the 6 o'clock flight to Bydgoszcz and landed there just after 9:20. The return flight was £36. After landing in the smallest airport I've ever visited, we got a local bus into the city centre. The ticket came to just 39p. We walked the last section into the city before stumbling across this beautiful water tower that had been turned into a museum. By now it was lunchtime, so we visited a local supermarket in search of a cheap bakery. I ended up going for a cola and a pizza slice, and this came to £1.45. After lunch, we continued on around Bydgoszcz, where we saw this frozen lake. The ice was at least a foot thick. Our walk around the city eventually led us to this beautiful basilica. It was one of the most impressive I've seen across Europe. After reading up on it, this church was closed by the German army and taken over to be used as a warehouse during the Second World War. It was then time to check into our room. This only cost £12.50 per person per night, but in all honesty it was good. The kitchen was a bit ropey, but I had no intention of cooking, so I didn't mind. We chilled in the room for a while before heading back out. We watched the sunset over the city whilst wandering places we hadn't seen earlier, and it was truly beautiful. Dinner was had at an authentic Polish restaurant where I had a beef stew with vegetables and dumplings. This came to £11.66. Afterwards, we headed to a bar with gaming consoles and board games, and I had an orange juice. This was purchased by my friend, so came at no cost to me. We then walked back to the hotel and went to bed. The next morning, we woke up and headed for the train station as we had tickets to visit Warsaw for the day. The train took around 2.5 hours and cost just £15 return. This is incredible value when compared with the price of a British train. When we arrived in Warsaw, I got a Coke and a pizza slice from the train station for an early lunch, and this came to £3.22. After leaving the train station, we visited the Palace of Culture and Science. It was built between 1952 and 1955 as a gift from the Soviet Union whilst it was still under Stalin's rule. Continuing on our way to the Old Town, we saw the tomb of the unknown soldier. In the Old Town section of the city, we visited some more beautiful churches, also browsing stalls and shops. The Old Town was a great place and 100% worth visiting. We chilled for a while until darkness descended and made our way back to the train station. Seeing Warsaw at night illuminated was truly beautiful. We picked up a McDonald's for dinner as it was quick and easy, and this came to £5.40. Afterwards, we boarded the train for our journey back to Bydgoszcz. Once we arrived back, we walked to our accommodation and headed to bed. The next morning, we got the bus back to the airport, and this was 39p. We boarded our flight back to Bristol at around 9:30am. With less than £1.50 to spare, we had spent a full 2 days in Poland, experiencing both Bydgoszcz and Warsaw for under £100. This is by far my favourite trip I've done yet. Where would you like to see me go next?